In case you guys haven't heard about facial cupping and you don't really know what it is, I'm just reading off of healthline.com. It says, how does it work? The suction effect pulls blood into the area of the skin underneath the cup. This saturates the surrounding tissue with fresh blood and promotes new blood vessel formation. This vacuum-like suction separates different layers of the skin tissue, resulting in microtrauma and tearing. This triggers an inflammatory response, flooding the area with white blood cells, platelets, and other healing aids. So essentially, it just micro damages the skin, I guess, to rush all those white blood cells to the area and help them fix the skin rapidly. So I guess you can kind of put this in a similar category as micro needling. Because it, creates a little bit of inflammation into the skin or a little bit of micro tears into the skin to help it heal faster and better. And so some of the benefits, it's been known to increase oxygen-rich blood circulation, strengthen the skin and connective tissues, stimulate the cell's response for collagen production, and relax muscle tension. And so when you do this, people experience brightened skin. It minimizes the appearance of scars, fine lines, and wrinkles. It tones your chin, jawline, neck, and décolletage. It decreases puffiness. It reduces oil production and improves nutrient delivery and product absorption. So everything that you apply afterwards will be much, much better. So it is the end of the day and my skin looks a little bit sunken in at this point. There's a few lines around my eyes. I am in my mid-20s, so I'm starting to get some fine lines, especially on my forehead. My Nesbo lines here around my cheek, my smile lines, they're starting to be a little bit more pronounced. And so hopefully this will help to puff that out a little bit and just give me a more youthful appearance. I swear to God, like I leave for work in the morning and I look like a 12-year-old. I come home from work and I look like I'm 45. I don't know how that works, but anyways, but this is what they look like. They're these tiny little suction cups. I got these ones from Black Touch and they were $25 if I'm not mistaken. They come with 2 large suction cups and 2 mini suction cups, as well as a, I guess a scrubby to spread any oil around your face. And that also comes in a beautiful velvet pouch to keep it all together. So I'm gonna just dunk these in alcohol for a second to sanitize them, wash my face, and I will be right back. I've already did the first step, which is to cleanse your skin, tone, and exfoliate. I've done all of that. So now we're going to apply some oil to our skin. Today I'm using the Ordinary Cold Pressed Virgin Marula Oil, as well as Cosmea Australia's Rosehip Oil, and that's going to be my oil of choice. Now, as I'm doing this, I do want to talk a little bit about the cupping itself. I've done quite a bit of research to really find out like how to use it properly, and I will put that all in a blog post. So it'll be a quick, handy reference if you guys do want to know more details. But essentially, a couple things I would first recommend. Don't wear any makeup, obviously. Don't shave or do any type of tweezing, hair removal. And also stay out of the sun for at least 12 hours because your skin may become a little bit sensitive. You may break out a little bit because of this. As you're stimulating the skin and bringing all the toxins to the surface of your skin, you may see a few breakouts, but as you continue to use it, you won't really get that anymore. But they also recommend not to use it if you have any active breakouts on your skin, if there are any cold sores, any open wounds, cuts, if you have eczema. I'll leave the complete list in the blog post as well. They say to first start at your clavicle, which in the videos I see that's this section right here by your neck. This is for stimulating the pockets where that drainage is gonna go. You don't have to start at your neck, but the videos that I've seen, they do, just so there's somewhere for all that fluid to go. So you can start like right here around the contours. We're gonna start here. You squeeze, you release, you glide with a little bit of pressure. You squeeze again to release, okay? And you just wanna make sure that you are not leaving this cup anywhere. It's not supposed to bruise your skin, but if you are leaving it somewhere, you may see a bit of bruising on your skin. Just keep it always in motion. And they say go over every area 3 times before moving on. So this will be the 3rd. Okay. So essentially you have a few drainage spots here by your temples. You have like your nose, which is your sinuses, right? So those drain right there. You have here by your ears, as well as this clavicle as they call it. And you have here by your armpits. So essentially you're moving all the fluid to those areas. So I'm gonna go up a little bit and down. So now that I've reached my clavicle, base of the neck, move outwards, move upwards towards the ear, and let go. And after you've done that 3 times, you want to move to the center of the chin and glide along the jaw to the ear. I'm reading off my notebook. So here, center of the chin. Once you've done that 3 times, you want to get the smaller version of it, put it along the center of the lip, and glide outwards towards the ear. Now there's 2 types of facial cupping that you can do. So the first one is called sight cupping, and it's where you take the cup, you put it on a deep wrinkle, and you leave it there for a moment. So leave it for a few seconds. I'm gonna do this on my nasal lines because they're quite deep. So this sight cupping is supposed to essentially plump the skin and bring oxygen, blood, as well as nutrients to that area. And it's really supposed to help get rid of any fine lines. So any deep lines that you have, sorry. So I'm just putting this on this nasal lines on my skin and release. Leave it there. And release. And now suction and glide. 2, 3. There we go. I'm gonna do 4 for good measure. So conversely, if you're gliding this on the skin, it's supposed to reduce congestion as well as assist in lymphatic drainage. So now that we're done that, we are going to go to the inner eye. So using the small one again, and we're gonna drag from the inner eye outwards. So right here. And then next you're gonna go under the brow and do the same thing right here. So I have a little bit of a deep line appearing here by my eyes. So we're gonna do sight cupping for a couple seconds. As you guys can see, I'm starting with a very slow cupping motion, and that is essentially because I want to first tackle that lymphatic drainage and open up the skin, as well as get rid of any puffiness. And I'm going to go back again with like faster movements rather than going so slow, because that's what's going to help to actually bring that circulation to the skin, as well as increase that collagen. Now we're going to put it right here between our brows and let that sit for a second. Okay? Once that's done, I'm going to go back in with the big one, and we're going to go by our cheek, suction, and pull out. So everything you're doing, you're literally moving the liquid starting from the bottom, then go to your eyes down, then your forehead down. Okay, and number 3. And now I'm gonna take this around the jaw. Sorry. Now we're gonna start back at our forehead, suction from the center, and go out above the, sorry, try that again. So the forehead, and go out above the brow, down the sides of your temple, and to the top of your ear. 3. Move up to the center of the forehead. Now move up to the hairline. Ooh. The last one. When you reach here, bring all the way down to your jaw, down the neck, to your clavicle, and bring it to your armpit to drain. So now you return to the clavicle once again and repeat on the other side. Let's do this. Now that that's done, you can actually go back in a little bit faster for some circulation. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm done going over the other side of my face, as well as going it over quickly as well to increase that circulation. And I've just kind of massaged the rest of the oil in my skin. Depending on what you've used to put this on, you may have to rinse it off. But since mine was just a facial oil on top of my skincare, I'm fine. I may just apply some eye cream though. So you can do this, a facial massage, every 72 hours. Depending on how sensitive your skin is, you may want to give it like once a week, especially if you're just starting. Give your face some time to get used to it. I will insert some footage on how my skin looks the following days, the next 3 days after doing this, so you guys can really see the effect. But as of right now, the smile lines that I have, oh, first of all, my face is so soft. The smile lines, they honestly immediately don't look as pronounced. I think if you were to do this on a consistent basis, you're going to see an improvement, because I can see this right now. Once again, this is immediate. Now, if you were going somewhere, as they say, you would want to do it maybe 3 to 5 days before going to an event, because you may break out. But so far, I feel like my skin looks really alive. I feel like it's really plump and cushiony. I don't look 45 anymore. I look like a 12-year-old again. My skin still looks really smooth. The smile lines that were there are not as pronounced. Even under my eyes, it doesn't look as bad anymore. It does say that you're going to break out a little bit, so I did develop a little something here on my forehead. This one was there since the day I originally filmed the video, so that's not concerning. And there's a few that popped up right here. But other than that, you can see this one went down completely. Other than that, I don't see anything else on my skin, so that's really exciting. Okay, so this is the second time doing it, and I think my skin looks really good. These smile lines don't have anything crazy. Like I said, I know that they say you're supposed to break out, but since I've been doing such good things to my skin, pat myself on the back, I haven't really been breaking out a lot. I just started my period, and I only have this one on my forehead, the one by my cheek, and that is it for all my active pimples. So that's pretty darn amazing. But I think my skin feels really smooth. It looks really plump, and I'm excited to continue working this into my routine. The second time I did it, it did not take as long as previously, because I was like really meticulously following the instructions, but now I kind of get how to do it. So I think it's something you can incorporate into your routine. I do like it. And the results are undeniable. They are there.